Before we start, subscribe my channel, press the bell icon and hit like button so you never miss any video from my channel.
10 side characters from the MCU that were better than the mains. Pepper Potts. One could argue that the most important character in the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe is Iron Man, and they would have a good argument. He was the original superhero that started the MCU and has been the driving force behind the Avengers. But behind all of the jokes and all of the one-night stands, there is a man that is broken. Tony Stark is nothing without Pepper Potts, who eventually becomes his wife. She was once his personal assistant but eventually became the CEO of Stark Industries. She is the voice inside Tony's head that reminds him of who he is and makes sure he never gets lost in such a dark and cruel world. Plus, they definitely have the best love story in the movies. Wasp. Until the sequel hits theaters next month, the only thing we know about Hope Van Dyne, who will eventually become known as the Wasp, is from her appearance in the first film in the Ant-Man series. Hope is crucial to the future of Ant-Man because her father is Dr. Hank Pym, formerly of Pym Technologies. So when it comes to her costume, the design is an upgrade which includes wings and blasters built into the arms. In other words, she is the best sidekick Ant-Man could have when duty calls. Plus, she looks great in the suit and kicks some serious tail, even better than Ant-Man at times. Klaw. Ulysses Klaw is first introduced to us during an encounter with Ultron, where he loses his arm following the sale of vibranium. As a result of that encounter, Klaw became increasingly angry towards Wakanda and found Eric Killmonger, who would later go on to destroy T'Challa in a battle for the throne. In order to get into Wakanda, however, Eric had to betray Klaw and take him out to continue his quest of taking over the entire land. Klaw is one of the only bad guys on our lists, but his role is just as important as any of the others. He delivered an incredible performance in both films, mostly because he played someone who acted crazy, and did a very good job at that. Okoye. If you are a fan of dedication, then Okoye is going to be your favorite side character in the MCU. She swore an oath to protect Wakanda and whoever is the king. She plays a huge role in the protection of Wakanda during the tribal war started by Eric Killmonger in the Black Panther. Following her successful protection of the magical land, she moves on to become a fighter in the battle against Thanos and his group of warriors. Her skill set is as important as any other superhero in the entire universe because she is one of the most highly trained bodyguards ever. A lot of people knew she would be great from her past roles, but she delivered her role in such amazing grace. Wong. Benedict Wong. One of the most important roles in the universe belongs to Wong. He is the protector of the ancient books. These books contain some of the most dangerous spells in the galaxy, and if they get into the wrong hands, it could turn into a catastrophic event. Wong helps protect Earth from Dormammu and eventually becomes Doctor Strange's right-hand man. He traveled with Doctor Strange to New York during the Infinity War to help defend against the Black Order, as they searched for the Time Stone. He failed to protect Doctor Strange but will return. Mantis. Although no one has been able to successfully defeat Thanos yet, there have been two characters that have been very close, and one of them was Thor, the other is Mantis. She used her ability of sleep inducement to slow down Thanos and control him long enough to give the rest of the group enough time to grab the Infinity Gauntlet from his arm, but the mission failed. Mantis has the ability to manipulate a person's mind and has a very strong durability, leaving her to survive some pretty intense battles. However, she did fail to defeat Thanos and became another casualty in the Infinity War. However, we cannot fault her too much, as a lot of the problem with that falls on Peter. If he had not lost control, Mantis would have succeeded. Heimdall. There aren't many people in the MCU that can see and hear everything that happens throughout the 9 realms besides Heimdall, who was also the former guard of the Bifrost Bridge. Heimdall was the key figure in saving the people of Asgard from the hands of Hela during her attack, only to die by the hands of Thanos after he attacked the ship carrying all of the Asgardian people to Earth. He did manage to accomplish one of the most important moves in the Infinity War by teleporting the Hulk back to Earth after his battle with Thanos. It allowed Bruce Banner to reach out to Tony Stark and Doctor Strange to warn them of Thanos' plan. M'Baku. Without M'Baku, the Black Panther would have died and Wakanda would have turned into an international arms dealer supplying the world with the most advanced weapons ever created. As the leader of the Jabari tribe, his role is to stay away from any of the politics and live in their remote location in the mountains. But he comes forward to protect T'Challa and then again in Infinity War to fight alongside the heroes. His toughness and his ability to fight against the toughest of opponents helps tip the balance of right and wrong. Not to mention that his offbeat humor made everyone in theaters laugh. Bucky Barnes. One of the most important side characters in all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is the man that grew up with Captain America, Bucky Barnes. Because of his loyalty to his friend, Captain America has been forced to make several decisions that are far from normal in order to protect him. Bucky's role in the death of Iron Man's mother and father, in which he was responsible for killing them while under mind control by Hydra, caused the Avengers to split into two sides mainly because of Captain's loyalty to Bucky. He was never going to leave him. Fans have fallen so in love with the character, that he has built one of the biggest fan bases in the entire universe. Shuri. If there is a character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that just might be smarter than Tony Stark or Bruce Banner, it is T'Challa's little sister, Shuri. Almost all of the technology that we find out about in Black Panther was invented by Shuri. She was also the only person who was able to successfully erase all of the Hydra programming from Bucky Barnes' brain. But her latest accomplishment fell short when she was interrupted from removing the Mind Stone from Vision's head. Her intelligence is so far advanced that her value is far more superior than anyone else on this list, so far.